Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to honor some very special people here today. Our Hope College senior cheerleaders and lone senior basketball player. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, direct your attention to the main court as we introduce today's very special guests. First, our Hope College cheerleaders, Ryan Felton. After graduation, Ryan plans to take a gap year to work as a research assistant before applying to medical school. She is being escorted by her mother and father, Sonia and John Felton. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ryan Felton. Next is Tyler Gast. Tyler is graduating with a Bachelor of Science degree in mathematics, as well as a Bachelor of Arts in chemistry. Post-graduation, Tyler intends to go into working with either the NSA or in a lab. He is being escorted by his parents, Vernon Gast and Christina Gast. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tyler Gast. Next up is McKenna Stam. After graduation, McKenna plans to attend graduate school and pursue a PhD in either political science or history. She is being escorted tonight by her parents, Joseph and Heather Stam. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss McKenna Stam. And finally, Kara Wasik. Kara is graduating with a degree in communication and business. She plans on using her degree to find a job in the marketing or human resources field. Kara is being escorted by her parents, Barry and Rebecca Wasik. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Kara Wasik. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your Hope College senior cheerleaders. A round of applause one more time. Ryan Felton, Tyler Gast, McKenna Stam, and Kara Wasik. And now, ladies and gentlemen, today we honor one senior who has been instrumental in the success of the women's basketball program in the past 4 years. Her dedication and work ethic to improving each summer, each year, and each day is evident by her improvement throughout her career. It was strength and post moves following her freshman year, face-up footwork after her sophomore year, and of course, a three-point shot heading into her senior year. Frankie was always striving to improve on the court. While at Hope, the women's basketball team achieved a record of 100 wins and 12 losses. As much as we want to celebrate her individual accomplishments, Frankie is and always has been about the team first. She would not care about one of the things we will now list off because she just wants to win. Her individual accomplishments include scoring over 1,400 points, moving into the number 3 on the all-time scoring list and 20 points from the number 2 spot. Currently 9th most career rebounds in Hope women's basketball history and 14 from 7th place. Leading the nation in making teammates, fans, and her fellow student athletes feel valued and appreciated with her huge smiles, big hugs, and kind words. However, Frankie is not only defined by her play, but by her service to the community. She has served the Holland community and her hometown throughout the 4 years with helping organize prom for students with special needs, Special Olympics, mission trips to deliver water filtration systems to Costa Rica, the Miracle League baseball program, Habitat for Humanity, and visiting local schools to serve as role models and more. Following graduation with a psychology degree, Frankie will be attending nursing school. But finally, when Frankie arrived at Hope College, we thought we were getting just Frankie. Little did we know the impact of the whole Buchanan family. She is joined by her parents, Bob and Gretchen, sister Grace, and brothers Chance and Alan. Their love for this program, the players, and their parents in Hope College is a role model for all to follow. Ladies and gentlemen, one of Hope College's finest, Miss Francesca Buchanan.
Lawrence and Vanderswaart, we are interested in the history of our community. The early Dutch settlers knew that in order for the tiny Holland community to flourish, they were going to need the shipping industry to stop by. So they began digging the channel, without help from the government, all by themselves. The dream of a real lighthouse was realized in 1936, when it switched on its big light for the very first time. The ships came, the lighthouse became an icon, and the ambition and hard work of those early settlers continues to bless our community to this day. Innovation and ambition today can pay dividends for decades. Lawrence and Vanderswaart, interested in our history, invested in our future. At Lawrence and Vanderswart, we're interested in the history of our community. When 26-year-old jeweler Jacob Raven came to Holland in 1889, the northwest corner of 8th Street and River Avenue was already home to the thriving Holland City State Bank. Raven told bank personnel that he wanted to build a clock above the bank to keep the town on time, and it wouldn't cost them a cent. True to his word, Raven raised the funds with donations from merchants and local factories. High above the city streets, the tower was completed in 1892. Holland's clock tower still ticks high above 8th Street, watching over a town that still loves to run on time. Innovation and ambition today can pay dividends for decades. Lawrence and Vanderswart, interested in our history, invested in our future.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, to honor America with the playing of our national anthem, please welcome the Hope College Trombone Choir. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the DeVos Fieldhouse here on the campus of Hope College for today's women's MIAA contest between the Comets of Olivet College and your Hope College Flying Dutch. Here this afternoon's starting lineups. First at one forward for the Comets, a 6-foot junior from Muskegon, number 13, Amari Brown. And at one forward for the Flying Dutch, a 6'3" sophomore from Holland, number 5, Olivia Vasco. At one forward for the Comets, a 5'10" sophomore from Big Rapids, number 14, Grace White. And at one forward for the Flying Dutch, a 5'10" sophomore from Zeeland, number 20, Kennedy Schoonbell. At one guard for the Comets, a 5'8" senior from Muskegon, number 3, Shawnee Dane. And at one guard for the Flying Dutch, a 5'9" sophomore from Grand Rapids, number 22, Sydney Muller. At one guard for the Comets, a 5'8" sophomore from Jackson, number 4, Grace Clark. And at one guard for the Flying Dutch, a 5'7" sophomore from Flushing, number 23, Lauren Newman. And starting at center for the Comets, a 6'1" sophomore from Grand Rapids, number 12, Faith Talbert. And at center for the Flying Dutch, a 6-foot senior from Grant, number 21, Francesca Buchanan. Olivet College is coached by Brittany Berry. Hope College is coached by Brian Morehouse. Your officials this afternoon, Mr. Andy McKellar, Mr. Chad Boshin, and Mr. Rob Stanaway.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hope College inside of DeVos Fieldhouse. I'm Carly Van Swal alongside Brajan Crispin. My words are already messing up today. That's not a good sign. And Zach Tice. You are tuning in today for the matchup between the Hope College Flying Dutch and the Olivet Comets. Brajan and Zach, what do you expect to see today from both teams?
Well, Carly, it's good to be here on Senior Day and playoff implications on the line, and number 1, number 2 seed up for grabs. I'm looking to get out with a bang, win in the transition game, take care of the basketball, and dominate early.
Yeah, it's really good to be here during Senior Day, and for Olivet, if Olivet wants to stay in this game, they're going to have to play really good defense because Hope has a great offense.
So Vasco right away up top with a 3, gets it to go, and folks, that's how we're going to start off the day with an Olivia Vasco 3. So Dame will take the ball up the court for the Comets against Lauren Newman. She looks down low to White. She's going to try to give it right back to Dame. Intercepted pass from Muller. She passes it off to Vasco. She finds Buchanan, pump fake. Draws the foul, but can't get the basket to go. So she'll send herself to the free throw line. For those of you at home, in case you didn't see the senior night festivities earlier, it is senior night. Frankie Buchanan, the only senior on this Hope College squad, had a lot of accomplishments in her 4 years here at Hope.
And speaking of Buchanan on the court, her individual accomplishments included scoring more than 1,400 career points, 3rd most in team history, and grabbing nearly 681 rebounds, 9th most among Flying Dutch players. So she will be missed, going on to do great things.
Hope defense there from Buchanan, trips up Dame. Muller on the fast break, 2-on-1, goes for the behind the back pass, intercepted pass, but Schoonveld will scoop it up and the Dutch will keep it, set up a new offense. She hands off to Muller. Muller drives, left hand off the glass, no good. Rebound, 3 Comets were there, but no one could grab hold of it. Out of bounds, the Dutch will keep the possession. Muller takes it out down low. Looks like the referees are taking a minute to discuss.
I don't really know what's going on here.
Something about the shot clock, I think. But I think it's going to get waved off, so we're going to keep it at 11 seconds on the shot clock. Inbound to Schoonveld. She hits the 3, gets it. Quick 8-0 lead for the Dutch.
So Hope on fire from downtown, winning in the 3-point game so far here on Senior Day.
Dame goes against Newman. Once again, Buchanan there with the hedge. Dame keeps her dribble this time. Drives, right hand, swatted away from Voskel. Newman takes us the other way. She doesn't have numbers, but she's going to keep it. Pass off to Buchanan. Can't get the bank to go, and Olivet will take it the other way. Clark has it against Schoonveld, looking for Dame. Trap defense, aggressive defense so far from the Dutch. The Comets are struggling getting it past their own three-point line.
Yeah, one of the things we've seen over and over again, this is such a sound defensive team. Doing really well at being aggressive, playing the ball, and eating everything up inside. Just on last possession with an invitation to the block party, courtesy of Olivia Voskel.
Dame with it now. This time she goes to the left side. Keeps it again. Bounce pass in. Only to Voskel. Voskel's breakaway left hand. No good. Draws the foul. And that's going to be called on number 13, Amari Brown. See a replay of that play right there. The Comets are going to take a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Brittany Berry, the coach for the Olivet Comets, the interim coach in her first season, wasn't a player here at Hope College, spent 4 years, had a amazing career from West Michigan, won a state title for Catholic Central when she was in high school, so kind of a home game for her. Zach, what are you seeing from the Dutch on the offensive end that has kind of gotten them this 8-0 lead?
If you're the Dutch, you are very pleased at how you start. You've had great defense and you've hit some 3 points, and it's been a great start. You couldn't ask for a better start for the Dutchmen.
And Bergeron, what do you think the Comets need to do? I mean, it's early on in this first quarter, struggling on the offensive end. What are some pointers that you would give them coming out of this timeout?
I think they need to get inside. You can't win hitting shots from beyond the three-point range. Get inside, try and create some contact, trying to get some trips to the charity stripe, and see if you can draw some fouls. But it takes getting the ball past the timeline first and taking care of the basketball first. Something I preach all season long is take care of the ball, no turnovers. That all starts with the first pass. So do the little things right and good things will happen. And Voskel makes the second free throw to make it 10-0. Flying Dutch on top.
In the last meeting between the Comets and the Dutch did win, and the Comets had 22 turnovers, already have 4 in this first quarter. So as you were saying, taking care of the ball, definitely going to be a big key for the Comets today. Brown finds Dame again. Dane wants to drive. Instead, she takes the free throw jumper off the back of the glass. No good. Buchanan with the ball. Newman finally helps. Newman doesn't pass to really anyone. I think intended for Muller, but Dame's there to pick it up. Step through, can't finish. And the Dutch with a couple back-to-back just mind lapse plays. So those slow things up and set up the offense on this end. Down low to Buchanan. She takes it left hand, can't get it to go. Schoonveld's there. Newman wants the deep three. Once again, Schoonveld's there for the rebound, but she just tips it out of bounds.
And this is the 94th Hope Olivet women's basketball game. The Flying Dutch lead the series 80-13. So Hope kind of having their way with Olivet over the course of the series. Hoping to turn things around with Brittany Berry, the Hope alum, at the helm for the Comets. The Comets currently sit second to last in conference with 4-11 overall, so out of the postseason, but Hope is sitting at 13-2 overall.
Lee with a nice pass down low to Brown. Brown can't get the left hand to finish. Out of bounds, we see that replay here. That's going to go off of Dame. Datriana Bonds just checked in for the Comets before that last possession, as well as Amari Brown is back into the game for the Comets. Schoonveld on the left wing. She drives and is going to travel. Good trap defense from the Comets, or good help defense, excuse me. Tammy Lee, the junior, takes the ball up the center of the court. She finds Brown. Intended pass for Talbert down low. Muller gets it. Fast break for the Dutch. Bosco can't get the right hand. Draws the foul. Good pass, good lead pass from Muller.
See the replay right there. Good job of getting to the rim, creating some contact, and finishing, and she'll head to the charity stripe. Oops, next game is Friday, February 22nd, the NCAA tournament at Trine University. The Flying Dutch will face a semifinal opponent to be determined, but will play in the first game in the evening session. And the NCAA tournament schedule is slated to be announced after the regular season concludes today, so plenty of opportunities on the line for teams up and down the conference. Conference tournament will take place this upcoming week, and the winner of the NCAA gets an automatic bid to the highly coveted NCAA tournament beginning in 2 weeks.
Talbert down low, stripped away from the Dutch. Muller going the other way. Finds Newman on the break. She'll pull back. Finds Schoonveld. Skip pass over to Muller. Wide open in the corner. Sinks it.
Great ball movement right there by the Dutch.
It's 15-0. Olivet yet to capitalize any shot opportunities.
Muller will tip that one out of bounds. Shannon Digman subbed in, intended pass down low. Brown will take it out of bounds. She finds Dingman in the 3-ball, long. Rebound from Bosco. Down into Buchanan, ball's on the ground. And there's gonna be a foul call. That one's gonna be on Amari Brown. Her second.
I thought the whistle was gonna be called a bit earlier when she's down low, but finally picks up the foul. Hope will inbound to the right of the basket.
Inbounds to Buchanan, was wide open on that right block.
That's a great job of seeing the floor and getting the quick hitter. It's 17-0.
Shot clock doesn't look like it was reset, so it'll be reset to 27 seconds. 5 minutes to go in this first quarter, 17-0. Comets looking to make their first basket. Tammy Lee with it now. Looks at her options. Finds Digman. Once again, no good from 3. Newman wants to run. Schoonveld goes down low to Buchanan. Buchanan with the right hand. Looks like number 12, Faith Talbert, tripped, and then Buchanan went right over her and drew the foul. Just Talbert's first foul.
So 5 fouls already. First one is up and good. And it's not like Olivet isn't taking 4 shots. They're just not going in. It's a lid on the basket.
So a whole line change for the Dutch. Ashley Thomas waiting to check in for Buchanan. We have DeSchmidt, Natalie Cott, Kayla Russell, and Mallory Gerber in for the Dutch. Mallory Gerber keeps this possession alive. Schmidt back to Buchanan. She drives left hand. Blocked shot. Gerber's there for the rebound. DeSchmidt has it. Back down low to Buchanan. Gerber takes the 3. Barely sneaks that one in.
Exactly like we were talking about earlier, this ball movement is just killer for this Comet defense right now.
Yeah, the Hope has been very good at ball movement, and they've been sharing the rack a lot with everyone, and everyone's getting wide open shots.
Tammy Lee with it now. Picks up her dribble in the paint. She's going to get called for the foul right before she double dribbled, so got lucky there. That one's going to be on Casey DeSchmidt. Thomas will sub in for Buchanan, as well as Shawnee Dame will check back in for the Comets. Lee gets the inbounds pass, guarded by DeSchmidt. She goes baseline. Gerber's there with the help. Down low off the hands of Chick. And the Dutch will take it the other way. Schmidt finds Thomas. One dribble goes the swing pass to Russell. Gerber has it. Almost traveled. Schmidt cross to Cott. She finds down low to Thomas. Thomas wants to go up and under. Left hand gets the and one call.
And we've seen flashes of this kind of stuff from Thomas throughout the entire season. One of those players still has a lot of ways to go, but she's only a sophomore, and just think how good she'll be in a couple of years, and she's going to be a staple piece in this offense come tournament time and in the next couple of years.
Thomas sinks it, gets a three-point play the hard way. Dutch up 24-0. Lee against Schmidt. Uses the screen, keeps it. Finds number 10, Bonds on the three. She's no good.
And I don't think I've ever seen a team go this long without scoring a basket. I mean, it's just a combination of good defense and the shot's just not going in. It's a 24-0 run.
Yeah, Brajan, you mentioned it. They're playing some decent defense and having pretty good shot attempts. Couple wide open threes. They're just going in and out, getting robbed on everything. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Thomas with the three. High arc off the front of the rim. Rebounded from Bowie. Lee takes it the other way underneath the 3-minute mark. Goes past to Schmidt, finds Dame on the baseline. She draws the foul. No good, but the Comets will get their first chance at the charity stripe. That one will be called on Mallory Gerber, just her first. The second for the Dutch. No good on the first free throw. Number 32, Brandon McCone, will check into the game for Bonds. We're going to get a lane violation on the Comets. Number 15, Kim Bowie, left early.
Yeah, so you rarely see a lane violation call in the collegiate level, but can't leave early. Got to wait till the ball's in the air.
Opposite wing, Russell, right hand, rebounded from Thomas. Going against Bowie. She's stuck down low, doesn't have a good angle of the basket. There's going to be a 3-second call on Thomas.
And I would love to see Thomas go up with that. Be physical, at least try and get to the line. Just working so hard on her footwork all year long. That's something that she can really take advantage of. She develops that another aspect of her game.
Lee has it by the anchor. Finds McCone. Now to Dame. Dame against Russell. Goes middle, almost runs into her own player. Once again, no good on the shot for the Comets. Schmidt takes it the other way. She'll slow things up, set up the offense. Caught with it now. Drives, bounce pass to Thomas. Thomas hesitation again. He's going to get called for the travel, and Brajan, once again, that hesitation.
And just one of those things of you don't need to dribble the ball right away. Just get the pass and go up with it.
Right.
Sometimes that extra bounce takes time away, and just go up with it.
Yeah, it just adds one more
6'3".
variable to it all. Yeah. But you got to give props to Bowie, doing a great job down low against Thomas. Rebounded from Russell. Under a minute 30 to go in this first quarter. Schmidt finds Cott. Gerber swing over back to the Schmidt. Picks up her dribble by the elbow. Cross to Russell. Russell will dribble. Down low to Thomas. Thomas this time takes it. No good. Rebounded from Gerber. She fights her way on the baseline. Turnover. Tammy Lee will take it the other way. 1-on-2. She wants to keep it. And finally, Tammy Lee will get the first basket of the game for the Comets. And now Schmidt has it.
It's a good finish to finally get the first points of the game. 24-2.
Gerber with the three, pop and lock, gets it to drop.
Gerber's just one of those shooters where he cuts the ball off the screen and pop and shot. one of her specialties.
And something that she's really gotten a lot better at, usually a post player, but found her way on the three-point line this season. Has been dynamite from the arc. Shawnee Dame will take it. They want the last shot. Dame at the elbow. Once again, in and out for the Comets, getting robbed. DeSchmidt, 3 seconds to go. Finds Ka on the three. She can't sink it. So for the first quarter, 27-2, the Dutch in the driver's seat. We're going to take a quick break to hear from our sponsors, Lawrence and Vanderswart.
At Lawrence and Vanderswart, we are interested in the history of our community. This farm once belonged to Albertus Van Raalte, founding father of the city of Holland. And this house, built by his son Ben in 1872, has been known through the years as the Maples, due to the large trees in the front yard planted by Van Raalte himself. These trees stand today because of the industry and vision of Albertus Van Raalte. Today, the De Graaf Nature Center taps the maples and demonstrates how maple syrup was made centuries ago. Innovation and ambition today can pay dividends for decades. Lawrence and Vanderswart, interested in our history, invested in our future.
Welcome back to DeVos Fieldhouse. Once again, I'm Carly Van Swal alongside Brajon Crispin and Zach Tice. Coming out from that timeout, Dutch up 27-2. Zach, what are you seeing from this Dutch team that has just allowed them to dominate so far in that first quarter?
One of the things I've been seeing is, again, great ball movement and great defense. The ball movement has allowed the Dutch to have good shots, and when they had possession, they haven't turned the ball over. So it's just an overall great first quarter for the Dutch.
And Brajon, what are you seeing from the Comets, or what do you hope to see in the second quarter?
Yeah, well, I'm reading the stat sheet, and field goal percentage from the first half is 9.1%. 1 for 11. 0 for 4 from beyond the arc, and 0 for 1 from the charity stripe. So first and foremost, it starts with their offensive game, trying to get some shots up, trying to get something going. You can't win if you don't put the ball in the bucket.
You know what? You're going to struggle if you only have 16 shots per quarter. Unless you make all 16, then you're doing pretty good. But the Comets now with 11 seconds on the shot clock. Dame goes baseline. That one goes behind the basket. She gets her own rebound. Brown, the shot is blocked from Bosco, retrieved from Dame. Brown will take it again. Looks like she got it off, almost gets the bank. No good, Newman pushes. Finds Schoonveld. Schoonveld gets stopped on the baseline. Buchanan comes crashing in. She'll finish on the left side with that right hand.
That's just a testament to Hope's good defense on the last possession by Olivet, closing out before the end of the shot clock went off, and proved that the bank is not open on Saturdays.
Lee, step back three, just short. Rebounded from Schoonveld. Finds Muller. Muller down low to Voskel. Skip out to Buchanan. Buchanan wants the three. Gets it to go, and it must be senior day for Frankie Buchanan. I think that's all she wanted today was a three-point shot. Coach Mo shaking his head. But the bench loves it. Clark with it now, down low to Talbert. Talbert, nice move. Gets the left hand to go.
Sorry, and I think she got away with a little push there. Clearing space, can't do that on offense. No whistle. Might be because the score is 34-4.
Frankie with a double dribble call. I think got a little excited. So Kim Bowie will check back into the game for Amari Brown.
One of the numbers that jumps out to me in the stat sheet from the first quarters, Hope is shooting 5 for 8 from beyond the arc. That's 62.5%. So just one of those facets of the game that is so important, and trying to create some space on the scoreboard, which they've done. It's 34-4, and something they need to continue to improve on when tournament time approaches.
Newman will take the ball up the court. Bosco with it now up top. This ball is going down low to Buchanan. Right hand off the front of the rim. Dame will collect the rebound. Dame out to Lee. Lee wide open on the three. No good, just long. Schoonville there with the rebound. She keeps it. Bounce pass to Bosco. And I think that one's going to be called on Faith Talbert. She came in on that transition defense, got her on the arm.
That is her second. Team's first.
This is Bosco's third time from the line. Keeps her streak perfect.
And with that free throw, fans, make sure to sign up with the free email Sports Report and receive a recap of Hope Athletics news every Monday and Thursday. To sign up, go to athletics.hope.edu/information/Hope Sports Report and register your email address. Zach, you got to get on that, man. That's a great tool to learn more about the world of Hope Sports.
Well, I knew there was an app, but now there's an email. Wow, you can get a lot of really good sports updates from these two.
Oh, absolutely. It's the free email Sports Report.
We like to keep you updated on Hope Sports in any way that we can. Bonds with it now. Out to Clark. Clark saves it from going out of bounds. Tammy Lee from three. Long again. Muller's pushing. Finds Vosco. Vosco keeps it high and finishes the bunny. Vosco with 11.
Carter, that's one of your staple coaching techniques is keep the ball up high so players can't get to it. And
especially post players.
Go up with it and protect the basketball.
White with it now against Vosco, swatted away. She'll get called for the foul.
For anyone that wants an update on the Hope men's, they are losing 26-13 to Albion right now. So hopefully the men start to pick up a little bit over there and make a comeback.
DeSchmidt will take it across the halfway mark. DeSchmidt with it. Handoff to Kopp. She finds Gerber wide open, one that you can't leave open. No good. Russell with the offensive board. She's going to get called for the travel. And Bergeron Deck, I think that's another thing that I would maybe add to keys for this game for the Comets is you got to get some rebounds. I mean, this Dutch team is a tall team, and you got to take away those second chance opportunities from the Dutch.
Yeah, boxing out is so important. I was going to let you say it, Carla, but
I appreciate that.
Gotta get the rebound and get the outlet pass going to set up the offense. Rebounding so big when you want second chance opportunities and finally gets the runner to go. It's 38-6.
Tammy Lee with 4 of the Comets' 6 points. Russell with it now. Hard defense from Bonds. She's forced to pick up her dribble. Gerber will use the double pick. Wants to go down low. Tripped up from the Comets. Saved from Dingman. And Lee will push up to Chick. Tipped away from Russell. Newman has it behind the back. Finds Kopp. She goes baseline. She'll take the jumper. It looks like Kopp might have stepped on the baseline, so it's going to get called for out of bounds. Lee with it. Thomas with the hard hedge. I think she'll get called for the foul. Good job by Tammy Lee to keep her composure against that, draw the foul.
And another update on the game at Albion. Albion up 31-13 in a crucial game for the Dutch. They win, Calvin loses. Hope locks up the 2nd seed and plays Friday at Trine. If they lose, they will host the first round of the MIAA tournament here on Wednesday night at 7:30.
Thomas collected, the rebound, but she's going to get called for another foul. So 2 quick fouls for her. She'll get called for over the back. And see, Berjan and Dad, good things happen when you box out. Comets have it down low. Rush inbounds pass. Thomas will take it away. Russell on the break. Good job from Bowie. But the Dutch keep it alive. Gerber wants to drive now. Bowie once again coming in with some great help defense, but before that, Tammy Lee will get called for the foul. That's her 2nd.
So 4 minutes and 9 seconds remaining. This is the season finale for this Dutch team. Hopefully finishing at 22-3 overall. Olivet looking to avoid a consecutive losing season. They're at 8-16. That is all but guaranteed. 2nd free throw is up and good.
Gerber will get both. Vaughn will come across the line. Gerber with the hedge, ball on the ground. It's going to get tied up. Possession arrow favors the Dutch. Going to get another line change. Courtney Barnes will check into the game, as well as Jessica Moorman, Jenny Beckman, Kate Majerus, and Erica Tolbert. Tolbert will take the ball across the line. She's guarded by Bonds. Majerus down low to Barnes. Barnes saves it. Beckman in the corner. Long, Majerus there in the rebound. That'll go off her hands. So that'll favor the Comets.
It's good to see that Coach Morehouse is changing up his lines and getting some players some playing time that otherwise wouldn't get it up 40-6. And pretty much the number 2 seed locked up, and they get a first-round bye next weekend.
Courtney Barnes, Erica Tolbert will get called for that foul. Her first, the 3rd team foul for the 2nd quarter. 3:28 to go, 40-6. Dame down low. Tolbert's going to get called for another one. 2 quick fouls for her. Dame will get her chance again at the charity stripe. Big bend, and she gets the first to go.
So as the first shot is up, fans, make sure to stay tuned at halftime for a special presentation interview with our very own Carly Vanswall coming up at the half. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss it. Celebrating one of our own. 40-8 now. 3:27 remaining in the first half.
I will stay tuned too, I guess. Tolbert with it now. On the wing, uses the pick from Barnes. Barnes rolls. Kim Bowie giving her a lot of contact, and Barnes is going to get called for the foul.
She got a little bit excited there and going for the basket instead of being aware of where her feet were. Takes a couple extra unsolicited steps. Call for the walk-in violation.
Bonds with it now. She'll keep her dribble. Bounce pass, beautiful bounce pass inside to Chick. She misses it, gets her own rebound, and Tolbert strips it away, and there's going to be a 3-on-1. Dame comes in on transition defense. She'll foul Jenny Beckman. That'll just be Shawnee Dame's first foul. Moorman will take it out of bounds. Doesn't have a whole lot of options. She'll find Barnes up top. Tolbert with it by the anchor. Now Majerus. No good on the runner. Rebounded from Chick, and Dame will take it the other way. 2:25 left to go in the second quarter. That's going to go out of bounds off the Dutch. It'll stay with the Comets. See a replay of that drive here. Off the hands of Kate Majerus.
If I'm all about at this point, I just need to wipe my game plan, get back to the basics, try and set up just a regular offense, and just try and get some points, try and get some confidence in your team before the end of the half.
And that right there will give you some confidence. Nice three from Bonds to make it 40-11. Beckman loses that one. Turnover for the Dutch. Mari Brown will check back into the game for Beth Chick. We've seen a couple of different Comet players take the ball up the floor. Bonds with it again. Kick out. This time to McCone. No good. Majerus seals the rebound. Tolbert over to Majerus. Wide open on the three. In and out. No good. On the floor. Mormon gets it. She's in the corner trapped. And she'll throw it off the hands of Bonds.
So I hope to inbound off the sideline. Trying to get something going before the end of the half. 40-11.
Barnes looks at her options, finds Beckman. She wants the three, and she gets it.
I don't think the net even moved.
No, that was pure. (43-11). See a couple more subs in just a minute from the Dutch.
It'll be Hannah Smith and Rose Thompson getting ready to check in.
Dame with it now, uses the pick, takes the three off the glass. Tolbert, she wants to run, right hand off the glass. Dutch are struggling with those bunnies. She gets the rebound, pulls it out. And I think we're just gonna get a substitution timeout. Tammy Lee will check into the game for the Comets, and as Bergeron said, we'll see Hannah Smith and Rose Thompson.
That's a class act by Coach Morehouse, making sure his players get some time.
53.6 seconds left in this first half. 27 seconds on the shot clock for the Dutch. Beckman finds Smith. Takes a couple dribbles and looks for Mormon, who swings it over to Beckman. Beckman to Thompson. Thompson drives. The ball is stripped, and that's going to go off of Thompson. So Brown will take it out of bounds for the Comets. Once again, Bowie has been so solid down low for the Comets on the defensive end.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for this Comet defense this afternoon.
Lee with it. She keeps it. Finds McCone. Tone uses the screen. Cross pass to Dame. She goes baseline through three Dutch players. Can't get it to go. 11 seconds. Mormon has it. She finds Tolbert. 6 seconds. She pulls it out. 4 seconds. She wants to drive. Finds Thompson. Thompson with the quick pop. Can't get the foul line jumper to go. So for the first half, that'll do it for us, 43-11. The Dutch in control. We'll see if the Comets can have a nice halftime chat to pick things up for the second half. We'll be right back.
At Lawrence at Vanderswart, we are interested in the history of our community. In 1851, Holland's founder, Albertus Van Raalte, wanted to establish a secondary school where students could get the best education with an emphasis on Christian character. Originally called Pioneer School, Van Raalte set up classes in an orphanage on 12th Street. By 1857, the new Van Vleck Hall was completed. It provided classrooms, a library, and housing for 10 students, along with the school principal. In 1862, the school was renamed Hope College, and the first graduating class received their diplomas in the spring of 1866. Innovation and ambition today can pay dividends for decades. Lawrence and Vanderswart, interested in our history, invested in our future.
Good afternoon, everybody. John Crispin alongside Carly Vanswell and Zach Tice. Today being senior day, of course, and we wanted to recognize one of our own, Miss Carly Vanswell. Been here for a few years now, bringing entertainment night in and night out, and we just wanted to show you our appreciation. So we each have something for you. Zach, if you want to your letter first.
Oh, you guys are so
nice.
nice.
So we wrote you a letter, and it's signed by our staff and crew.
Oh, you guys are so sweet.
Signed by the Voskels as well. So just wanted to say thank you and show you our appreciation.
Oh, my goodness.
We really appreciate what you do. It's been great for me to come in as a transfer and to not really know what I'm doing, but first volleyball game was great. You knew what you were doing. I had no idea. So
you did awesome.
The one and only Carly Vanswell, just tell us a little bit about what it means to work for this program, and go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I think we talk about it every day in the broadcast, how great this community here is at Hope College, and how awesome it is that we get to sit here and talk about sports. I mean, some of us had our glory days in high school, but our calling isn't always to play college sports, so it's been kind of a surprise and gift to be on this end of things and work with these amazing people. And it might be my senior day, but there's plenty of guys in the back whose it's their senior day, and we have a couple camera dudes out here that it's their senior day as well. So I just sit here and talk. They're the ones that make it look good. So I don't really I don't really have to do a whole lot of work. So I'm thankful for them, but it's just meant the world for me to maybe not be on the court or field anymore, but still be involved in sports and be involved in this whole community.
Yeah, and following graduation, you'll be teaching elementary or secondary education, not sure yet, but we're really excited for it, and I think you're going to be great at that, and it's going to be awesome. So for Brajan Crispin and Zach Tice, Carly Vanswell, we'll see you on the other side of the break. Senior day, just want to say thank you to the one and only Miss Carly Vanswell. We'll be right back.
We've intentionally never had minimum account sizes. Our philosophy has always been, if you're willing to put in the work and we'll collaborate and we set the plan in place and you're willing to go along with this plan and to put forth effort to this plan, we're happy to work with you. It's what we love to do. And so we have people coming in from the very starting point all the way to to the wealthy people. It's all different scenarios. Financial planning is not just for the wealthy.
more than a manager, you're not just saying, well, you came in, thanks for coming in, and you know, this is what your investment did. It's so much more than that. There's so much more going on in their lives than just these investments, and it's good to understand that totality so that you can say, well, you know, I know there's a better way of doing this, or I have a resource. I know, you know, there's some other resources that we can help you with here. So it's not just financial planning. It's serving people. It's serving people and loving on people, and that's very joyful.
Welcome back to Hope College inside of DeVos Fieldhouse. I'm Carly Van Swal alongside Zach Tice, soon to be joined by Brajan Crispin after making a quick run to the concession stand, always a necessity. The Comets are going to start us off here for the second half. The Dutch are up 43-11. So we'll see how the halftime break treated both players. And right away, Grace Clark sinked a 3, but she stepped on the sideline, so she'll be called for out of bounds.
It's good to be back from my quick hiatus to the concession stand. Just wanted you all to know that I was there, courtesy of Carly Van Swol.
Hey, you have to go to the concession stand sometimes, so
that's true.
It makes sense.
Nice midday snack, right?
For sure, 45 to 11.
Fuel up. We exude a lot of energy sitting in these chairs.
And as we take you back to play,
Clark has it now against Schoonveld. She'll use the screen from Brown. Dame will have it, 10 seconds on the shot clock, drives right hand in, and she gets it to go. Best drive of the night, I would say, or afternoon, excuse me, for the Comets. She has 4, makes it 45-13. Buchanan, up and under, right hand, just barely sneaks it in there off the little dribble. Tammy Lee will take the ball up the other way. Dame with it now. She goes past the screen. Once again, she wants to drive. Tripped up from the Dutch, and that'll stay with the Comets.
and one of the things I like to see from this Comet team is they're being a little more aggressive, hitting the rim harder and driving inside. She's trying to create some more scoring opportunities.
Because the Comets do have a lot of height down low with Brown and Talbert, and then when Bowie checks into the game. Tripped away from Clark. Buchanan keeps it. Turn around off the backboard. She's got 18. She is 2 points away from putting herself not at the third place in all-time scoring, but second. Newman will get called for the foul, reaching on Tammy Lee. Zach, coming out of this halftime, what do you think Coach Mo's words were in the locker room?
If I was the Dutch, I would continue to do what I have been doing, just sharing the ball and playing great defense and having great rebounds. So if you're the Dutch, just continue doing what you were in the first half.
And Tammy Lee wants to answer. She gets a three-pointer to make Olivet's point total up to 16. Muller will inbound this one on the baseline. Needs some help, finds Buchanan. She wants the jumper. No good. Rebounded from Talbert, but Newman will quickly take it away. Slows it up and resets the offense. She looks for some help. Bounce pass to Bosco right at her ankle. She can't do anything with it. Turnover. Dame has it. In the lane. She's really turned it up in this second half. Another great drive from her. Now Muller on the baseline picks up her dribble. Cross to Schoonveld. One more pass to Newman, who gets the three.
This Hope team is just one that is just relentless, keeps her foot on the gas, and she's playing hard no matter what the score is, and something you love to see out of your team if you're coached, and something you don't like to see for the rest of the conference.
Clark with it now, gives it right back to Dame. Intended pass to Talbert. Tripped away, Muller on the fast break, wide open. Muller now has 5, makes it 54-18. Lee with it now. Finds Dame wide open on the 3. She's feeling it now. She's got 9. Newman with the ball. Down pass to Buchanan. Gets the ball, and that's going to put her in second place on the all-time scoring list. DeVos loves it. Into the corner to Brown. No good. Talbert, left hand finish. And Newman with it now, pulls it back out. 56-23 with 5:30 left to go in this third quarter. There's going to be a whistle call. Looks like Grace Clark will get called for a hold. We're going to see Kayla Russell and Mallory Gerber, Casey DeSmit, Natalie Cott check back into the game for the Dutch. Frankie Buchanan will be the only one that stays. And then we'll see number 10, Datriana Bond, check into the game. This time, Tammy Lee is going to get called for the hold. That's her 4th foul. So she'll have to be careful, Been a key point guard for this Comet team. Gerber with a 3-point shot. She now has 11. Tammy Lee on the left side, look down low. Bonds gets the pass. Dame fakes the shot, wants to drive. We're gonna get a charge call. Gerber will draw the charge.
See if we can get a replay here, but that's a great job of setting your feet, driving inside the lane, being aware where the ball carrier was. And
Frankie Buchanan getting the big hug from all the coaching staff on her accomplishment of moving into second place on the all-time scoring list. Casey DeSmit now, right hand drive, skip pass out to Russell. Now to DeSmit. DeSmit against Bonds, behind the back. Gerber to Thompson. Thompson can't get the left hand, or Thomas, not Thompson, excuse me. Now Brown wants it. She wants to push. Down to Talbert. Can't get it. Rebounded. Good position from Russell, but that's going to go off her knee. Number 21, Shannon Digman, will check into the game for Tammy Lee. See a replay of that last play. Brown on the inbounds to Talbert. Now Dame has it. Dame will drive into the paint, picks up her dribble, pass out. Bonds now has it. She goes in the middle, sends up a floater, no good. DeSmit takes it the other way. Gerber, right hand, can't get it off the glass. She gets her own rebound, turns it over to Talbert, and Talbert is going to slow it up for the Comets, but she keeps her dribble.
And although the score is what it is, 59-23, the Hope lead, it's still important to take care of the basketball and do little things right and not lose the ball in transition. And Hope has been kind of sloppy the past couple possessions down in offense. It's important to clean those things up, and you don't want to have that kind of residual effect hanging around come tournament time.
Good point, Brajan, is Hope's team, as you've mentioned previously, in second place in the conference. Hoping to make a good run in the tournament. Got to clean all the little things up. Down low to Chick. Double teamed. That's going to go off the block of Thomas. So Dingman will take it out of bounds, or excuse me, Dame will take it out of bounds for the Comets. Dingman gets it. 3-pointer, she finds it. She gets her first points of the game. Russell with it now to Cott. Cott with the crossover to Gerber. Gerber fakes a shot, goes baseline. Bounce pass into Thomas. Skip out to DeSmit. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Off the leg of Dame. DeSmit will take it right back. And that'll go off the knee of Dingman.
Just a little bit of sloppy basketball right now. Teams can't control possession.
Amy Lee will check into the game. Shawnee Dame will take a break. Russell will inbound to Tolbert. Tolbert finds Cott on the wing. She gives it to Thomas up top, who goes right back to Tolbert. Russell now drives. Right hand floater off the backboard. Strong move from the junior.
It's a nice drive inside, taking care of the basketball, going up strong with 2 hands.
The one thing I love about this Dutch team is they are very good at moving without the ball, which allows the Dutch to have to be very fluent when passing the ball, which makes driving to the basket a little easier.
Thomas looking like a point guard on that last transition offense play. Beautiful bounce pass down low. We're going to get a full timeout from the Comets, and we'll take a break to hear from a word from our sponsors.
Honey, did you remember to bring the GPS?
Nope.
Oh. Well, you have an app on your phone to tell us how to get where we're going?
I do not.
Really? So you have an actual map, like the kind that are hard to fold?
Uh-uh.
You just know where you're going?
No idea.
Don't be this guy when it comes to financial planning. LVZ Advisors. We'll help get you there.
Welcome back. Once again, I'm Carly Van Swal alongside Brajon Crispin and Zach Tice. Just want to give a big shout out to Lawrence and Vandersdorp for all they do for us here at Hope College, making this broadcast possible, making it look as good as it does. And along the same lines, huge shout out and thank you to our crew here today, all of our friends on the camera and in the back with the replays and the directing, and Steve Secor, who makes it all look nice. So very thankful for them. Beth Chick misses the jumper. Tolbert with it. Under 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Russell, no good. Hannah Smith, who just checked into the game, as well as Courtney Barnes. Smith with the rebound. Cott will reset the offense. Tolbert with it now. She'll drive. Floater. Bowie had the rebound, but Barnes came in to tie her up. Possession arrow favors the Dutch. Shawnee Dame will check back into the game.
That's a great job of not being satisfied. Just you see it on the replay here, going in for the rebound, not allowing a soft rebound, going in to tie it up. So possession.
Barnes with it. Left goes right. Beautiful spin move. Dame will take it the other way. She wants to drive. Looks like Tolbert is going to get called for the foul. It's going to be her third. See a replay of that. A little bit of a bump on the drive. Jenny Beckman and Jessica Moorman will check into the game for the Dutch. This ball is going to get inbounded to Chick. She gives it right back to Dame, goes baseline, takes the jumper, doesn't hit anything. Tolbert gets the rebound. Down low to Smith. She finds Barnes. This time Beckman will drive. Kick pass out to Tolbert. Takes the jumper, in and out. Barnes again with the rebound. This time draws the foul. That is going to be on Kim Bowie, her second foul. Barnes will take her shot from the line.
I think Barnes is one of those players. She's a sophomore. Is one of those players to watch for. Is going to be key for this team. Next couple of years, scrappy, can kind of do it all. This team is so deep and something to
Yeah.
be excited for the next couple of years.
Barnes doesn't get the second. Dame with a rebound. She wants to push against Beckman. Gets the right hand to go. 30 seconds to go in this third quarter.
The one thing as sports fans I feel like we can appreciate is no matter the score, Olivet is giving their full-out effort. And as a sports fan, that's all someone can ask for. Just give your all-out effort. And I feel like they'll be happy, especially the way they played the second half, because they've played much better, but they're still giving all-out effort even if they're down by this much.
Second half, definitely a different story for the Comets. No good on the bunny. Just a couple seconds left to go. Tolbert launches it. No good. That'll do it for the third quarter. Once again, we'll take a break to hear from our sponsors. We'll be right back after this.
My 32 years, I can look back at clients and realize that when I started with them in my mid-30s, I was one of many professionals in their life. But since then, their doctors retired, their attorneys retired, their ministers retired, all the key people in their life retired, but we're still there. And over time, we end up being very, very close to our clients. It's very hard to talk about your financial history without talking about your family history. We get to know it, we keep it confidential, and you can't help but begin to love these people.
Welcome back to DeVos Fieldhouse. Tuning in for the matchup between the Olivet Comets and the Hope Flying Dutch. The score is 66-28. For this fourth quarter, Zach, what do you expect to see from the Dutch?
I see the Dutch continuing to just put all effort out there and just do their job and have a fun fourth quarter.
And Rajan, for the Comets, how do you see him connecting hopefully some of the strong parts of that third quarter together?
I think you just be proud of some of the things you did in the third quarter. Know that you're capable of playing at this level. Just take care of the basketball. Try and string together a couple offensive possessions. Try and get some stops. But other than that, I think Hope has just outplayed him this afternoon.
That is going to be a foul on number 3, Shawnee Dame, with her third foul. Jessica Mormon will take it out on the baseline. Barnes with it now. Intended for Smith. Smith actually had the steal. Barnes had that left lane wide open. Brown with a spurt of energy. No good. Dame with the rebound. Draw the foul. She's going to go to the line. See a replay of that. That's going to be on number 10, Erica Tolbert. That's her fourth foul.
And for Olivet, one of the statistics that you can be proud of in that third quarter was they shot 100% from beyond the arc, 3 for 3. So
yeah, that's good.
It's improvement from a dismal first half. So moving in the right direction, this program, and Coach Berry trying to take this program to places it's never been before. So you never know.
And the stat I like for the Dutch is 15 assists, and I think we talked about it all season how unselfish this Dutch team is and how they really just kind of root for each other. They want everybody to score every single game, every player that gets out there they fully believe in, and it's just awesome to see that at work here today. Cross pass to Mormon. Now to Tolbert. Tolbert will drive, right hand, no good. Rebounded from Thompson. Tammy Lee getting the backyard basketball move in there. She gets the rebound, falling back, throws it off Rose Thompson. I've been the victim of that many times in the front driveway. So fun to see Tammy Lee bring that out.
Backyard basketball was the game.
I was
a little kid.
Definitely a fan of backyard basketball and backyard baseball.
Oh, of course.
It was so good.
I was the worst manager in backyard baseball history.
Pablo Sanchez is by far the best athlete of all time.
Of course. 66-29. Hope on top.
Erica Tolbert with it now. Finds Kate Majerus. Picks up her dribble. Beckman to Thompson. Moorman on the baseline. Fakes the shot. Tries to find Thompson, but the lane was clogged up. Zach, I think you have an update for us on the men's game.
Albion is leading 72-42 with 9:12 left to go. It's not looking too good for the Dutchmen.
So hopefully we can send some good vibes their way as they finish up their second half. Rose Thompson's going to get called for the blocking foul. Brown will have it on the inbound. Finds Dame. Dame strong. Ball up, no good. Brown tries to put it back up. She doesn't have any luck. Intended pass to Beckman. Tolbert tries to keep it alive, but instead she'll step on the sideline. Tammy Lee and her fighting for it. Or excuse me, Tammy Lee is going to get called for stepping on the sideline. Tolbert with it now to Moorman. Majerus baseline. She wants to finish. Strong move. Nice job taking that last step to get a better angle at the basket. 68-29. Tammy Lee finds Clark. Clark to Dame. Finds Clark again. Thompson tips that pass out of bounds. See Casey DeSchmidt, Kayla Russell, and Natalie Kotchak back into the game, as well as Zatriona Bonds for the Comets. Brown with the inbounds pass to Bonds. Bonds finds Talbert. Brown wants the three off the front of the rim. Cott takes the rebound. She's going against Brown. Brown's riding her the whole way. She'll get called for the foul.
It's just one of those useless fouls you don't really need at this point in the game. You have to stay in front, move your feet, and that foul doesn't happen.
That's her third foul. Schmidt with a nice fake. She has it. Cross to Russell. She goes baseline. Picks up her dribble. Great cut from Natalie Cott. Coming across the lane. Beautiful cut. Better finish. She's got her first points.
Exactly. That's what you're talking about moving without the ball and creating those passing lanes.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great cut and great job moving without the basketball from another player, which makes the basket a lot easier if you start moving.
Ball's going to go off the hands of Thompson. 6:27 left to go, 70-29. Tammy Lee has it now. Bonds on the wing. Cross to Brown. Good cut from Dame. But Brown keeps it through the lane. Now plows three Dutch team players over. Dame misses everything. That was amazing. Mari Brown taking out over half the Dutch team. Brown with a pass off the shoes of Dame. DeSchmidt, left hand, draws the foul. She gets her first points of the game.
It's a great job of unsalvaged basketball, giving it up, and allowing the player to go up and get the basket. It's 72-29. And the last time these two teams met, Hope won 86-48. So Olivet under the season total for the last time they played.
Only 4 players left to go for the Dutch to score. 15 out of the 17 scored in their previous game against Adrian. Tammy Lee has picked up her dribble. That's going to be a 5-second call. Tammy Lee didn't get any help on that play. So that'll go for the Dutch. Schmidt with it now, uses the screen from Thompson. Finds Majerus. Thompson down low, a little bit of a push off, gets the left hand. Left side is her strong side. 75-29, under 5:30 to go. Lee with it now. Schmidt just does such a phenomenal job of moving her feet on defense against those point guards.
And that's what sets her apart as one of those elite defenders on this team.
And I think that's something that Coach Mo teaches really well, is moving your feet. I mean, this Dutch team has some great speed with Russell, Tolbert, Newman, Ka, and DeSmit all in those guard roles as DeSmit sinks a 3. She's got 6 quick points.
The one thing I've noticed about either Dutch team is that they always come to play on senior night, especially the seniors. And it's great to see that every single senior night that I've been, is the Hope has played very well, especially the seniors, to send them out on such a good note.
And Coach Mo, who's in his 23rd season, does a great job of facilitating the community on this team, and every girl buys into the program, and that makes a huge difference. Whether you start or whether you're the 17th person off the bench, you buy into the program, and that makes a huge difference, and it's so exciting to see that at work here and throughout the season for this Dutch team. Makes it a lot of fun to watch. Tammy Lee will get her 5th foul, so she'll foul out.
That is her 5th.
Jenny Beckman and Jessica Mormon are waiting to check in, and Shawnee Dame will also check in for Tammy Lee with 4:40 to go. Hannah Smith will pass it in to Erica Tolbert. Beckman has it, now to Mormon. Mormon one-handed pass to Barnes. Mormon gets it back in the corner. Skip pass to Beckman. She wants the 3 off the rim. Dame gets the rebound, saves it from going out of bounds, and she'll take it the other way. Bounds with it now. Drives in the paint, draws the foul. That's going to be on Jessica Mormon, her first. The 3rd team foul for the Dutch. Bonds, the senior, at the line. It's a nice roll on the first one. Beth Chick will check back into the game for Amari Brown. Bonds can't get the second. Mormon collects the rebound. Tolbert takes it the other way. Now Smith. She finds Barnes. Bounce pass out to Beckman. She goes right back to Barnes down low. Barnes trying to create some space. Looks like Kim Bowie is going to get called for the reach.
I think it was a little bit of a travel before the foul there, but no call. Hope we'll head back to the line for 2.
Olivet now has 5 team fouls. Barnes long on the first. Barnes misses the second as well. Bonds takes it up by the anchor, guarded by Tolbert. Uses her screen, stopped by Barnes. Great hedge. Now Dame. Beckman trips her up. Dame almost took a deep 3. Instead turns it over to Mormon. Mormon left hand, and she finds it. Now just 3 players for the Dutch that need to score. Or excuse me, 2, Tolbert and Smith. Hannah Smith with some tough defense, but Chick recovers. Dame with it now. Slows it up. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Pass to Bowie. On the ground. Hannah Smith had it, but will get called for the jump ball. The Dutch are in favor of that possession arrow. See replay of that. Beth Chick just got her hands on that to make it a jump ball. Tolbert pass to Buchanan. Beckman. Beckman saves it from going out of bounds, but Dame picks it up, keeps her dribble, right hand swatted from Barnes. Mormon wants to push out to Tolbert. Tolbert finds Hannah Smith, who finds Mormon. Barnes with it. Step back jumper. Hannah Smith with the rebound. Tolbert with it now. Mormon wide open on the wing, long. Barnes is there. We'll count that as a pass for Jessica Mormon.
That was a long pass, yep. 82-30. Just under 2 minutes remaining.
Bonds with it, chooses not to use the screen. Instead loses her dribble. Kate Majerus and Rose Thompson will check in for Courtney Barnes and Hannah Smith. Tolbert will take it across. Majerus finds Thompson. Over to Tolbert, she drives, swatted from Bowie. Bonds with it. Pass out to Dame. Dame wants the 3. Off the mark, Beckman takes it. She wants to push. She's gonna go against Bowie. She tries to take the jump stop, but instead travels. Bowie with some great defense on that.
So Carly, as we near the end of the season here, what do you think is going to be key for this Hope team as they get into tournament play?
I think you guys have mentioned it a lot tonight. Continue that ball movement, continue that unselfish play. The Dutch do a great job, obviously, when they're hot from the 3, but when they kick it in and out from inside the paint, I mean, they have Buchanan, Voskuhl, Thomas, some of the best bigs that we've seen all around from this Dutch team in the last couple years. So continue to use those assets. Play that tough defense. When their defense is tough and aggressive, the offense just kind of comes naturally. So I guess those are kind of my keys for the Dutch as we move into tournament time. Hopeful that they'll make a nice run this year.
And this was a Hope team that was a Sweet 16 team last tournament. Hoping to capitalize on that run and make a deeper run this season.
Tolbert with it now, 5 seconds on the shot clock, gets it to go. She gets her first points of the game to make it 84-30, shot clock off, 13 seconds left to go in this 4th quarter.
Thank you again, Carly, for you. Thank you again for all of you've done. Brajan and I are very appreciative of you and everything you've done for the Hope College community, and it's been great to know you, even though I've only been with a couple of games. But thanks for everything you've done for me, especially
Absolutely.
Broadcasting, and for the Hope community. And I'm proud that I've gotten to know you and call you a friend.
Oh, you guys are too sweet. Thank you again for all you did and your cards and your kind words. It's been a blessing and a privilege to work with you guys. As this game comes to a close, 84-33, the Dutch take away their final regular season game as we move into tournament time. We wish them the best of luck in their matchups at Trine, next weekend. Your last update for the men's, they are currently losing 87-50. So for Carly Van Swal, for John Crispin, and Zach Tice, the last time, thank you and roll Dutch.